I'm going to show you a great piece of software right now that can open legacy Excel files even when you've forgotten the password. I'm John on Up for Excel, and I think we need to look straight away at this free piece of software. So where can you get it? This is it. So it's freewordexcelpassword.com. Works on Excel and Microsoft Word files, as long as they were recorded in Excel, the old versions of Excel that used to use the file extensions XLS, so not XLSX as the modern ones do. Now this is great because obviously if you've forgotten your passwords to the file, chances are they're pretty old files, so it's going to be perfect. Does it completely for free. You hit the download button, down it comes, and you can install it from there. But rather than do that now, I already have the version, so we'll open it. So this is it. Fairly straightforward. Little welcome page. Pick your language. Hit next. Pick your file. Right, so let's start with an easy one. I've got on my desktop here crackme.txt. So these two files here are old Excel files. In fact, you can see over here it says Microsoft Excel 97 to 2003. That's what you want. This one, the password I happen to know is test. So I'm going to put that in there. So let's open that. Now just to prove that it is test and it is a password, I do this one. It's asking for a password. Type in test. In we go. It's an empty file, but whatever. So let's close that. Pick the file, hit next. Now you can try a dictionary attack, which is going to go through their dictionary, or you can download it. Well, if you click on this, you can put any dictionary you want in here, and if you go on the internet, you can find like substantial amounts of dictionaries that you can download that might be more comprehensive. I'm just going to demonstrate a brute force attack, which is just going to try like absolutely everything. So the settings here, fairly straightforward. You've got your character set, so just lowercase, just numbers, just uppercases, any kind of combinations, and then also special characters. Let's start with the most simple, which is just lowercase characters. What's our password length? Well, we'll say anything from 1 to 4. So shall we, just to test it? Hit next, just go. Off it goes, and look at that. Straight away comes back with the password saying test. So it's found our password, and that's great. We can now just open the file, that password. Now obviously that was a pretty straightforward example there. It was a straightforward password. It only had 4 characters. So how's this software going to perform on something more complicated? Well, I ran a few tests to have a look and see how we got on. I tried a brute force attack with all of those special characters in it, completely, all the numbers, all the letters, all the upper and lower case, and the special characters. So on a 4-character password, it was taking on my computer, which is a couple of years old now, but was a pretty decent spec. It's taking about 5 minutes. Okay, so that's very respectable, especially for free software on your own computer. Taking that up to 5 characters, now I didn't let it finish, but the rate at which it was going and the percentage it checked seemed to indicate it probably take about 3 hours to do a 5-character password. Now, bear in mind that is something that you could easily just leave on overnight or whatever, but the chances are you probably wouldn't run it like that with special characters. I'm hoping that you're going to be using this on your own files. You certainly should be. And so you might have some idea as to the kind of passwords that you would put in, and you're going to know whether or not they do include special characters and roughly how long they are. So I think as you go up, for 4 characters takes 5 minutes and 5 characters is going to take 3 hours. 6 characters are obviously going to take longer still, and there's an absolute dead limit on this software of 8 characters. All the links to everything I've talked about today are in the video description. Give it a whirl and you might get your password removed completely for free. So good luck, I'll see you soon.